Hi everyone, Darren Hunter here with Deniz Yusuf. Today we're talking about a strategy. If you implement it, it's really going to bring you a lot of rent roll leads on a consistent, steady basis. So today we're talking about growing a rent roll with strategic alliances or referral partners, whatever you want to call it. So Deniz, let's talk about what are strategic alliances, who are they, and why?
Well, Darren, we're not allowed to rely on salespeople to grow the rent roll. I think it's become one of my favorite quotes, being a BDM, because there's too many BDMs out there that are relying on salespeople. There is so many people in the industry that are speaking to those potential landlords before they even call a sales agent. So the strategic alliance is you being aligned with another business or people that are speaking with those potential landlords before the sale. So it's a strategy, and they're aligned with the real estate sector as well.
So
And you know
really, real estate salespeople are in fact a strategic alliance as well, correct? But they just happen to be working alongside you in the same business. So we're really looking for people like that, aren't we?
Yeah, we are, Darren. And a sales agent is also a strategic alliance, whether it's in your office or a rival office as well. And then you've got your property management only businesses, Darren. So
Yep.
they're all strategic alliances too.
Yep. Okay. So let's get into it. And for example, I know so many mortgage brokers that just say, Darren, if only we could have relationships with property management businesses. There are so many out there. So Dennis, just in a quick list, who are these typical businesses we've got, in the real estate process? So starting off with, who have we got?
Let's paint the picture differently, Darren. So when I was a kid, I remember I was 17, 18 years of age, and my dad said, it's time for you to start looking at buying a house. And I said, okay, Dad, what do I do? And he said, well, go to the bank. So you've got a mortgage broker, right? So I had to go to the bank, and then I had to look at applying for a loan. And then the bank manager said, oh, okay, well, I need your papers. So go to the accountant, right? So you got the bank manager or the mortgage broker, and then you've got your accountant or your financial planner as well, right? So there's two really good examples of some people that you're dealing with. And who else do you deal with? A conveyancer, because you don't realize you've got to get pest and building done as well as conveyancing. So there's four businesses,
Mm,
right, that you're dealing with.
mm.
So they are strategically positioned in business that are working in the real estate sector.
Mm.
That's
And there's
just some
also
quick.
there's also building inspectors. There's also tradespeople, painters, all sorts. It just goes on and on and on. So that's who we're talking about. People that are dealing with property investors before, at the time that they're buying a property, that they could refer you the property management business. So let's move on to step one. So of course, it's identifying those specific people, those
Mhm.
specific professionals, in your area.
Yeah. So, well, you want to start touching them, right, before you start that second step. And the best way to do that, Darren, is you need to be noticed, right? So, and we're going to do some videos on social media, but one of the best ways for you to be able to touch base and start being recognized by these strategic alliances is go onto LinkedIn and connect with them. Go on to Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, have a look at their YouTube channels, and start commenting and liking all of the posts on all of those areas that I just mentioned as social media. Have a look at their Google My Business page, like the comments, the Google reviews, etc., which we spoke about in another one. So you want to start being recognized and noticed by these strategic alliances.
Okay, so all right. Well, step one again, identifying who you want to be working with, and targeting and talking to and connecting to and getting referrals from and giving them referrals. So once we've done that, step two, Dennis. Once we've identified who we want to contact, it's then actually making contact. So a lot of people struggle with this. What's the best way around that?
Darren, I've got this thing called a telephone, right? As I hold it to my ear. That is the best strategy. You can't email them, right? That's like emailing an owner saying, will you give me your management? You pick up the phone and you give them a call, right? You literally pick that phone up and contact them. It is the best way. So once you've done the social media touch points and then you're picking up the phone, that is the best way. Look, you can walk in to an office. There's nothing stopping you walking into a strategic alliance, especially if they're next door to your office. Darren, you know how many offices I've trained, and there's a mortgage broker, an accountant, and a financial planner in the same little block of streets. I love
Wow.
it.
All right, step 3, Dennis. So a lot of people also struggle with this. So okay, we're making the phone call, but we get stopped by that very efficient gatekeeper. And how do you get past them so you can get to the person that you're wanting to reach?
How about I give you a script of what you can do? And Michael Sands, this script, I've got to give it to him. He was the genius at this one. I had the luxury of the strategic alliances chasing me down. So I can't say that it's something that I actually did, but he did do it. So you pick up the phone and you know that that gatekeeper is going to say, sorry, they're too busy because the boss has said, go into the office for an hour, don't put any calls through to me. So this is how you overcome it. You give them a call. So you ring up and you say, hi, my name's Deniz Yusuf from IGT Realty. I'm speaking with hundreds of investors on a yearly basis, and they're always asking me questions around accounting. So I just needed to know, is there someone in your office that is an expert at accounting and tax information on for investors that I can speak with, because I need to be referring business to somebody. So I'm hoping there's someone in your office that is an expert with regards to helping investors. Does your business have anyone that could help me?
Wow, that's really, really good. So again, everyone, it's all about helping them and promoting that, as opposed to you going there and saying, "I want referrals." So it's certainly getting past that gatekeeper and getting to the right person. Okay, so step 4, we're actually now connecting. We've got through the gatekeeper and now connecting with the person that we're wanting to speak with. What's the next step, Dennis?
Darren, it's the same script. So, because the reception or the gatekeeper has just said, I've got someone who wants to refer business to you, and they've gone, okay, patch them through, right? So, hi, thanks for speaking with me, Darren. My name's Deniz from IGT Realty. I'm always speaking with hundreds of potential landlords and landlords of mine, and they're always asking me questions around investing. Is this an area that you're an expert in? Have you got experience in helping investors with their tax returns and savings? Obviously, what we're doing here is we're flipping it around. You're asking them, can you help me? I want to refer business to you. So they're now going to be selling their soul. So Darren, you're happy all of a sudden as this potential account. Yes, of course I can help you. Well, tell me a little bit about your business, right? So you're now selling your soul to me. So the strategic alliance is more than happy to have that call. Darren, no more calling and say, can you refer business to me? Because I need referrals. They've no doubt already got a relationship with someone. So you're now ringing saying, I want to refer business to you. Are you okay with that?
No, that's good. Well done. All right, now step 5. It's a rinse and repeat there, Dennis, but let's talk about that.
Yeah, well, so there's one more step before that, Darren, actually, because it's really important. It's very like real estate. Once you get off the phone, right, you want to confirm it over an email. Confirm, hey, great speaking with you today, Darren. I really appreciate your time. Here's a little bit of information about our business, and I would be sending them your pre-listing email, because you've got your points of differences in there. You're highlighting some really key areas of your business, and they're going to be thinking, "Wow, I normally refer to such and such, but this guy's really good." Right? So you're turning your strategic alliance into a raving fan. So it's confirmation of the conversation is that point. Then, what did you say the next tip was?
Okay, well, again, it's a rinse and repeat, but it's establishing that relationship and keeping it going, isn't it?
It is. So the rinse and repeat is you book a one-on-one with them now, right? So you've made your phone call, you've made your conversation, and you're starting to build that connection, but now you turn it into a relationship. So the rinse and repeat is about meeting them one-on-one outside of their work environment. Get to know them, get to build some rapport and trust with them. Minimum once a month, Darren. Minimum once a month.
Yeah, and it's just finding that quality one mortgage broker, that one accountant, that one conveyancer that you establish that good relationship with, and they can start again referring business to you, you referring business to them, but only when the trust is established, of course, because they want to make sure they can trust you with their clients. And of course, that works in reverse as well. Now, Deniz, of course, with this strategy, along with all the others that we've got in our learning videos, if you're watching these and you know that they can work for you, but you haven't done anything or implemented, then maybe if you want to add some accountability to it, you want to add some coaching to that as well, to make sure that you are going to do and put into place what you've learned, get in contact with us. Just go to leadmachinesystem.com. Go and have a look there, book into Deniz's diary and have a chat about where this can fit with you. We've got a group training program for budget-minded people. We've got a full coaching system where you get full access to us as well. But just have a chat to Deniz, or just book directly into Deniz's diary at leadmachinechat.com. Anyway, we'll see you in the next video. Take care.